Welcome to Tales by WZ. Today's story is about this moment right here, my fiancé said. Get a real job. YouTube isn't a career, it's embarrassing. I replied, you're right. Then I showed her my channel analytics, $900,000 annual revenue. When she realized she can't afford her lifestyle with her real job that paid $45,000. As you listen, think about whether you could stay with someone who looks down on the way you earn your living. My fiancé said, get a real job, I replied. Then we're done here. Then I showed her my analytics, packed her bags, cut off her ride, and walked away from the engagement as she realized my embarrassing hobby was funding her life. I had been with my fiancé for 3 years. She was 28, I was in my late 20s, and we had been engaged for 8 months. We lived together in my downtown apartment. She worked in marketing and made about $45,000 a year. I was a YouTuber. I made tech review videos, tutorials, and some gaming content. From the start, she never really respected what I did. When she talked to her friends, she called it my little videos. When her parents asked about my work, she went vague and changed the subject back to her job, her promotion track, her career. I noticed. I just chose to ignore it. This is where a lot of people get stuck. They hope disrespect will magically turn into respect without any real change. I loved her, so I let it slide. I told myself she would come around once she understood it better. One night I was telling her about a sponsorship deal I had just closed. Big tech company, 6-figure contract for a series of videos. I was excited, explaining the details, the campaign, how it would help the channel grow. She was scrolling her phone, barely listening. Then she put it down, looked at me, and said it. You need to get a real job, she said. I stopped talking. What? I asked. This YouTube thing, she said. It is embarrassing. We are getting married next year and I cannot keep telling people my husband makes internet videos. It is not a career. It is what kids do. I've been doing this for 5 years, I said. Exactly, she said. 5 years of this hobby. When are you going to grow up? Get something with benefits, a 401k. Something I can actually tell my family about without being ashamed. The way she said ashamed hit harder than anything else. She was not just confused, she was embarrassed by me. You are ashamed of what I do, I asked. I am being realistic, she said. My friends ask what you do and I have to lie. I say digital media because YouTuber sounds pathetic. We are almost 30. This was not a slip in a heated argument. This was how she really saw me. Something in me went very still, very calm. You are right, I said. She blinked. I am, she asked. Yeah, I said. This is not working. I pulled out my phone, opened YouTube Studio, and went to my revenue analytics. Then I turned the screen toward her. See that number? I asked. She leaned in, confused. The screen showed my earnings for the month so far. We were 3 weeks into the month. This says 68,000, she said. Little low, actually, I said. I usually hit 75 by now. Bad month. I watched her brain start to do the math. But that is times 12, she said slowly. Yeah, I said. About 900,000 last year before taxes. I clear around 600 after everything. She stared at the screen, silent. But you never, she started. Never told you, I said. You never asked. You just assumed that because I work from home and wear joggers, I must be some broke guy chasing a childish dream. I stood up and started walking toward the bedroom. That apartment you love, I said. I pay full rent. The car you drive, I bought it outright. That credit card you use for groceries, that somehow covers $300 brunches, all me. Wait, she said. No, I said. I am done. I am not marrying someone who is embarrassed by me, someone who thinks I need to grow up and get a real job when I make 10 times what you make. Her mouth opened, closed, then opened again. If you had just told me, she said, then I would have. Then what? I asked. You would respect me. That is worse. That means you only respect the money, not the work, not me. Money can expose the truth. It does not create respect where none existed. It just shows what people really cared about all along. I pulled out a couple of empty bags and started packing her things. She followed me from room to room. Let us talk about this, she said. I was trying to help. Help, I asked. You called my career embarrassing. You said you lie to your friends about what I do. That is not help. That is disrespect. I did not mean it like that, she said. How did you mean it then? I asked. She had no answer. It took about an hour to pack her essentials. Clothes, toiletries, the things she needed right away. The rest could be sorted later. She cycled through panic, anger, tears, and back again. Where am I supposed to go? She asked. Hotel, I said. Your parents, your friend with the cats, not my problem. You cannot kick me out, she said. My apartment, I said. My lease, my name. Yes, I can. Around midnight, she left with 3 suitcases and a smashed sense of control. She kept texting. I blocked her number. I slept better than I had in months. About 10 days later, things started to get more intense. Her friends texted from 8 different numbers with the same message. She did not mean it. Everyone says things in a fight. You are overreacting. I blocked each one. People often call it overreacting when you finally react at all. Then her mom left a voicemail. I raised my daughter to value security, she said. She was trying to encourage you toward stability. Your response is completely inappropriate. You owe her a conversation at minimum. I deleted it. A few days after that, building security called. Your ex is downstairs, the guard said. She says she forgot some things. She took everything important, I said. She is not coming up. I could hear her in the background. I pay rent there, she was saying. I have rights. I went downstairs. She stood there with her sister. Both looked ready for a fight. You do not pay rent, I said calmly. I pay rent. You lived here for free. I contributed to household expenses, she said. You mean the credit card I gave you, I asked. The one I pay off every month, that is not rent, that is an allowance. Her sister stepped forward. You cannot just throw people out, she said. She lived here 2 years as my girlfriend, I said. Not as a tenant. She is not on any lease. Now she is not my girlfriend, so she does not live here. My ex tried another approach. I left my grandmother's necklace, she said. No, you did not, I said. My work laptop, she said. I watched you pack it, I said. Important documents, she said. Like what? I asked. My birth certificate, she said. You can get a copy from the county, I said. Anything else? The security guard had run out of patience. Ma'am, he said. If there are no specific items, you need to leave. She started crying. Her sister glared at me. You are going to regret this, her sister said. Doubt it, I said. They left. I went back upstairs, ordered Chinese food, and played games until 2 in the morning. Then came the legal angle. I got a message on Instagram from a man I did not know. Professional headshot. Lawyer energy. I understand there has been a separation, he wrote. In situations where one party has been financially dependent, there may be grounds for transitional support, open to discussion. I took a screenshot and sent it to my friend who is an attorney. He called me laughing. They are fishing for palimony, he said. We are not married, I said. Exactly, he said. And she paid 0 rent, no contract, no claim. Want me to respond? Please, I said. His response was short and sharp. My client owes your client nothing. Any further contact about money is harassment. Silence from that man after that. Her best friend requested to follow me on every platform. I declined. Then she started watching my stories from a mutual friend's account, so I posted something. A screenshot of my latest sponsor payment. $81,000 for one integrated video. Caption, embarrassing hobby paying embarrassing amounts. Within an hour, a new number texted me. We need to talk, she wrote. What we had was real. What we had, I replied, was you living off me while calling my career embarrassing. That is not love. That is being a parasite. I was worried about our future, she wrote. You make $45,000 and spend like you make 6 figures, I replied. You were worried about your lifestyle when you realized you might have to pay your own bills. She called. I did not answer. She called from another number. Blocked it, then my mom called, laughing. Your ex's mother just lectured me for 30 minutes, she said. She said her daughter made one small mistake and you are throwing away true love. She told me to talk sense into you. What did you say? I asked. I told her my son makes more than her whole family combined, my mom said. And maybe she should teach her daughter not to insult the person paying her bills. I am proud of you. That support mattered more than the money. A few days later, I was working at my usual coffee shop when my ex walked in. She saw me and sat at the next table. Then she started a loud phone call. Yeah, she said, I am really learning what matters. Material things do not define relationships. I was so shallow before. It was clearly for my benefit. I packed my things. As I walked past her table, I stopped. If material things do not matter, I said, why did you tell me to get a real job for the money and benefits? Pick a story. I left. The barista was trying not to smile. When I got home, there was a card under my door, a long letter about how she now understood what she had lost. I threw it away halfway through. Her dad called the next morning. I answered because I was curious. Son, I think we need to talk, he said. I am not your son, I said. My daughter made a mistake, he said. A comment she regrets. You are letting pride ruin something good. Your daughter spent 3 years disrespecting my work while I paid for her lifestyle, I said. That was not one comment. That was her finally saying out loud how she always felt. And as for pride, I built a business from nothing. I am proud of that. I am not going to stay with someone who tears me down. She was trying to motivate you, he said. No, I said. She was trying to change me into something she could brag about. That is not motivation. That is control. You are making a mistake, he said. Maybe, I said, but it is mine to make. I hung up. Sometimes I wondered for a minute if I had overreacted. Then I remembered her face when she said the word embarrassing. Not confused, disgusted. That memory kept me clear. 2 weeks after the breakup, she made a burner Instagram and messaged me. I know you are upset, she wrote, but we need to discuss the financial situation. I invested 2 years of my life in our relationship, and I think I am entitled to some compensation for that contribution. I sent it to my lawyer friend. She really thinks she should get paid for dating you, he said. The audacity is next level. Make it scary, I said. He sent an email from his firm mentioning words like extortion and legal action. That shut her down for 3 days. Her sister posted on Facebook without naming me. Watching my sister suffer because someone could not handle constructive criticism, she wrote. When you build someone up and support their dreams and they throw it away over ego, that is not strength, that is insecurity. The comments got messy. Half the people knew it was about me. One of my college friends commented, if by build him up you mean live rent-free while insulting his income, then yes, totally. The post disappeared an hour later. My ex also began telling people she was basically my business partner. She said she helped build my channel and deserved recognition and part of the income. A mutual friend texted me. Yo, he wrote, your ex says she was your producer and manager. That true? Not even close, I wrote. She was in maybe 3 videos and complained the whole time. I have an actual editor and actual manager. She did nothing. Thought so, he replied. She is building a whole story about why she deserves your money. I told my lawyer friend, he said, document everything. If she makes this legal, we have years of proof she had zero involvement. Later, her dad messaged me on Facebook. We need to speak man to man, he wrote. My daughter gave you 2 years of her life. She supported you emotionally while you built your business. Now that you are successful, you are abandoning her. That is not how men behave. I did not answer him directly. Instead, I made a video for my channel. I did not name her. I talked about how success reveals character, how some people celebrate your wins and others resent them. I talked about needing a partner who respects your path even when they do not fully understand it. I said that love without respect is just convenience. The video was relationship advice wrapped in my own story. It resonated with people. She watched it. I know because 3 different friends texted me saying she was furious. She claimed I was using my platform to attack her and humiliate her. She talked about suing me. My lawyer had already checked the script. I was safe. Then came the ring. She showed up at my building again with the engagement ring I had given her. It had belonged to her grandmother. Security called. She says she needs to return a ring, the guard said. She says it is too valuable to mail. I went down, curious. She was dressed up, holding the ring box like it was something holy. I wanted to return this properly, she said, face to face. Mail it, I said, please. 5 minutes, she said, just let me talk. No, I said. I made a mistake, she said. The biggest mistake of my life. You are not even giving me a chance to make it right. You did not make a mistake, I said. You told me the truth. You think my work is embarrassing. You are ashamed of what I do. The only mistake you made was saying it out loud before locking down the ring. That is not true, she said quietly. Really? I asked. Where were you 6 months ago when I tried talking to you about investing? You rolled your eyes and said, what income, like I was some broke child. You laughed at the thing that pays for your car. She had no answer. Keep the ring, I said. Sell it or wear it, I do not care, we are done. I walked away. She shouted something about how she had sacrificed so much and given up everything. That night, I changed my phone number completely. New number, new email filters, locked down social media. My parents told me her parents tried one last time to contact them. My dad warned them that if they kept it up, he would treat it as harassment. After that, everything went quiet. 6 weeks after the breakup, life looked very different. One night I was at a nice restaurant with friends. We were laughing, eating, just enjoying the evening. She walked in with a guy. She saw me, froze, then tried to act unbothered. After a minute, she walked over to my table. The guy followed, clearly confused. Hey, she said, can we talk? I am eating, I said, not really the time. Just 1 minute, please, she said. My friends looked at me. I shrugged and stepped away with her. Her date hovered nearby. I wanted to apologize, she said. For real, no games, I was wrong about everything. Okay, I said. What do you want? A medal. You apologized. I heard you. We are still done. I know, she said. I am not asking to get back together. I just needed to say it to your face. I get why you ended things. I was entitled and disrespectful, and I did not see it until it was too late. Good for you, I said. That is growth, she nodded. For what it is worth, she said. I tell people you are doing great now, that my ex is a successful content creator. I am actually proud of what you built. Even though I was not when we were together. Thanks, I said, but maybe try respecting people while you are dating them, not after. She nodded again and went back to her date. I went back to my table. Later that night, one of her friends I always got along with texted me. She really is sorry, she wrote. She has been in therapy. She knows what she said was wrong. She is different now. Good for her, I replied. I have moved on. The channel is doing better than ever. I hit 1 million subscribers last week. I landed my biggest deal so far, $250,000 for a 3-video series. I moved to a better place. High rise, great view, full office space for filming, and a separate bedroom. My friend circle is smaller but solid. People who respect what I do without needing a salary breakdown to believe it matters. My parents are happy. My dad keeps sending me news articles about successful YouTubers with real job as the subject line. It makes me laugh every time. When I think about my ex now, I do not feel anger. I feel distance. She is a lesson. The lesson is simple. Respect is the foundation. If someone does not respect your work, your passion, or your path, they do not really respect you. She respected my money once she saw the numbers. But she never respected my craft or the years I spent building it. That is what mattered. 3 years could have easily turned into 30. I am glad they did not. Here is what I took away from all this. Lesson 1. If your partner is ashamed of how you earn an honest living, they are not just ashamed of your job, they are ashamed of you. Lesson 2. Real partners respect the work long before they see the paycheck. Respect that shows up only after success is not respect, it is opportunism. Lesson 3. Financial dependence mixed with disrespect is a dangerous combination. If someone lives on your dime while mocking your effort, they are not building with you. They are feeding off you. Lesson 4. You are allowed to walk away from someone who constantly lowers your value to feel better about themselves. That is not dramatic. That is self-respect. Lesson 5. Love without respect turns into control. Love with respect turns into partnership. Learn the difference early and act on it. Lesson 6. Protect your peace. A calm home, a clear mind, and work you are proud of are worth more than any relationship built on image and ego. What about you? If your partner told you your job was embarrassing and not real, would you try to teach them to understand it, or would you end things like he did? And have you ever been with someone who only valued you more once they found out how much you actually earned?